Got a CJRB knife. Got this one from White Mountain Knives. CJRB Scoria. And of course they say Scoria right here. No, they never do. Okay. AR RPM 9 blade. And it's black. And then it's got this deep, what do they call that? Red coral micarta. It's like coral micarta, something like that. But it's the red, and you don't have to get that color. I think they have another color available. Titanium pocket clip, open design, got the standoffs here. It's very thin. Where's my caliper? Because this is really, really thin. At least it feels that way in the hand. Oh yeah, no wonder. Yeah, okay, 0.42 of an inch, 10.7 millimeters. So I mean that's definitely, that's thinner than the PM2, which is 0.45. See what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely more slender, even though a 0.41, and these are contoured micarta scales, kind of ragged, aren't they? They're not like a real highly finished glossy, but they give you better grip this way. And it's got a nice little drop to it. It's got ambidextrous thumb studs. The box came pre-factory crushed. I ordered it that way because, I knew that'd be important. Here's the information on the end of the box. BDRC. Red coral. Flipper tab. That's okay. It's not too overwhelming or anything. This just looks like the Feldspar to me. And the Feldspar was in D2. I can't remember if they did a Feldspar in other materials, but this is the AR RPM 9, which is like a powder metallurgy 9CR18. Okay, so yeah, it should be, good because it's going to have, 18% chromium in it. So that ought to be good. And so you didn't really need to coat it, but this kind of goes with that red coral, kind of flats it all out and makes it look badass, I guess. Got a lanyard hole here. Obviously, you see you can flip it, flip the clip, flip it, clip it, and apparently it comes from the inside. Yeah, bolts on from the inside. And we will take this one apart. Interesting that on the lock bar side, they put this finished piece and entry here. Strange. Oh well, okay. Let's take a look at the blade stock, see how thin that is. Ooh, 0.1. Okay, 2.6. Is that true? Yeah, 2.5 millimeter. That's pretty thin blade stock. Let me, one more time. Okay. That's right. Okay, that's really interesting. Should be good at slicing. At least it's not a big, huge, fat blade stock. 3.5-inch blade, 8 inches overall. 20.5 centimeters at 90 millimeters. And we got a piece of paper around here. We can test the initial. Just test the initial sharpness, and that's pretty effortless. So yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Drop. I'm thinking these would be ceramic bearings. We'll know more when we take it apart. Nice for ergos. It's really very, very neutral, easy to get in your hand. Reverse grip, that's fine too. This choil area, I kind of feel like I'm fairly far behind the pivot and the bolster up there, so I feel like I'm way behind on this blade trying to get forward, which you can do because they put this choil here. So it depends on the kind of cutting task, that I would do this as opposed to hang back. I guess if I'm just trying to open a package or an envelope, I would do it like this anyhow. But if I'm really trying to do something with precision, I'd get up on this. And I think that was the whole point there, because really then you can really, you can wrap your hand around it. It's just weird. I don't know how you guys feel about it. If you've got one of these, that's thin. That's thin. It's not fat, And I tend to like something a little fatter. Where's my fish? So this is, well, it's tall too, but it's fatter. It's a lot fatter. And yeah, there you go, almost 15 millimeters, almost 6/10 of an inch. This fills my hand out. I mean, I can feel this. I feel like I really got a good grip on it. This one kind of creeps me out a little bit because it's so thin. And I don't know. Maybe that's something you guys like, and if so, that's great. And then the lockup's pretty substantial. It's hard to see, isn't it? That's 40% in there, if you can see it. So that's good. It's easy to disengage because it's, the pass-through, it gives you clearance to get your thumb in there and drop it. Like I said, ambidextrous thumb studs, kind of interesting that they kept them silver, but I guess to match the titanium clip, huh? Wow, okay. But yeah, other than that, decent. I was just kind of curious as to the flipper tab. Take a look at it. It just looks really squared off. It's not gemmed. And it just, to me, it looks like they could have rounded these corners better. And they didn't. And what would I have here on the table? What do I got here on the table with a flipper tab? I ain't got a damn thing. Oh, maybe I do my revenge. Okay, so my PMP revenge. But look at how they've, rounded the corners on that flipper tab. Well, there's probably bead blasted. Yeah, it probably is. But how smooth and rounded that is? That's so much better than this. This just looks like whoosh, we passed over it with the machine, and that's it. And maybe just kind of lightly hit it. Because it's not sharp like it's going to cut you, but it just doesn't feel finished. Really strange. And they're not giving them away. They're $79. Oh, if you go to White Mountain, use LTK as a discount code and get 10% off of that. So it'd be basically $8. At least it'd be like down to $71. But yeah, I mean, the design's great. It's sharp. I like the AR RPM 9 steel. I like the fact they gave you a titanium pocket clip. But whoa, that's light. Yeah, 3.43 ounces. It's not, super lightweight, but not bad for as big as it is. And 97 grams, so it's under 100 grams. Easy to flick open. Detent's not like unbearably strong or anything, but to me it feels appropriate. I can feel it. Yeah. So it's not a no-fail detent, but it's easy to flip open. Just a lazy pull will do it. And then these ambidextrous thumb studs make it easy to kick open as well. So thin blade stock, thin in the hand, thin in the pocket. So, I mean, there's a plus there. And then, the liner situation, nested, of course. So it doesn't give you a very thick profile here. Yeah, it's the Scoria. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about it as opposed to the Feldspar. I really like the Feldspar, and I think the Feldspar's thicker. I don't have one around here, but I think it felt thicker in the hand, and very similar otherwise. There's my balance point. Oh, okay. So blade to handle length. That's good. Design flow, great. Love it. So let's see what we can get done. Yeah, those are number 6 screws in the body. Yeah. Come on, boys. Catch up. Go to number 8s. Okay, here we go. Got that out. Now let's get, where's my number 6 hanging around, and get this number 8 out of here. Put my number 6 in here. I just get the bits. I mean, I don't want a full driver that's got a built-in, you know, bit, because if the bit rounds out, then you got to throw the whole driver away. So I just get the bit sets from KC Tool, you know, and they're hardened German steel, so they hold up better than the standard stuff. And you can get a whole set of bits, like number 5 to 10, for like $8.99 or something like that. It's ridiculous. Or you know what? You can just order a little packet of number 6s or number whatever. You know, just order a packet and get, you know, several of them. These are number 6s. And if you're just using 6s and 8s, then aces and 8s. Okay. And of course I didn't get this all the way unscrewed, did I? Of course not. Idiot. Come on. Out of there. Okay. Good. Okay, so now we got a big ass mess. Dump those screws over there. There's the inside of that micarta. It's like a Lay's potato chip, man. That's good thing it's got a liner in there. That's clean. And it's skeletonized. It's light. It is definitely light. Okay. Throw that down. Oh, yeah, ceramic bearings. Okay. Both sides, yeah. And it looks pretty clean inside here. Yeah. Light lube, nothing thick and greasy or anything like that. And yes, it's not skeletonized over here, but probably a good thing that it's not. Those liners are not overly thick, are they? I think the last set that I measured was like 1.5 millimeters. Ooh, what is the? This is 1.3. It wasn't too far off. Okay. I think I've seen 2 millimeter liners. Okay, so we've got, oh, there's a little surround there. But we got a squared off pivot here, so that's a good thing. And yeah, it's squared off here too. So that holds it in place, since it you don't want the whole thing spinning. But that's just, it's strange that they put that on the back instead of on the front. But okay. I mean, it is what it is. Give me some juice. Oh, that's plenty. Okay. Kick this over. It had a damn good drop. Pew, snap. And let's get a liner up here. Obviously, there's your stop, so that's goes without saying. And let's sandwich, well, that's all on there. All good and fine. And put our little surround in here. Put our pivot screw on. And let's see what we got here. Up. And put about 500 foot-pounds of torque on that, and then complain when the screw breaks. Okay. Now I just snug them up, and then when I get it all together, I'll kind of check to see if it needs to tighten down just a tad more or not. Otherwise, good enough is good enough. I haven't had a knife come apart because scale screws just worked themselves out and fell out. I mean, that's really strange. So I don't really feel the need to use thread locker. I have had a couple. But it might be 1 out of 100 knives where all of a sudden that pivot will start working its way out, and then you'll have blade play and you go, what? That is so weird. Why is it doing that? But it's not very often. So I just defer against using thread locker and until the knife tells me, yeah, I'm going to have to do it. And we're centered up. I'm the Blade Whisperer. Is that it? Blade Whisperer? Hey, that's working okay. Scoria. Scoria one of these knives, will ya? Mr. Crumblebox, we're back with the beautiful mahogany display case that you get. And, but hey, it's all about the knife, isn't it? And the knife didn't get hurt. The box did. Jeez. Okay, we're all good with that. Yeah, I like it. Pocket clip and all. For some reason, yeah, that seems to work okay and goes in and out of my pocket. But yeah, I mean, nothing's quite as good as a good old stamped steel clip that's done the right way, because they tend to really work better overall. The titanium ones are kind of a hit and miss affair, but this one seems okay. I'm going to let you go. We do love them knives. Join my Patreon channel if you'd like to. Get in early on the knife sales, and stay sharp.